Top 10 Sexiest Female Villains. Hey there YouTube, I'm back again with an even awesomer list than the last one. Now we've all been in the movies and have seen sexy female villains on screen. We all wish we could meet them in person or maybe even wish to marry them. And then we would probably regret it because they're villains for a reason. That's why we've got the second best thing. Today on Top 5 Best, we've got the top 10 sexiest female villains. Let's begin, shall we? Number 1. Emma Frost. Emma Grace Frost grew up in the rich neighborhood of Snow Valley, Massachusetts, as the daughter of a wealthy, albeit abusive father. She developed her powers while under pressure from her father to succeed. Emma blackmailed her father after he got a professor who she was romantically linked with fired. Now, despite her father being upset, he decided she was smart and offered her to take over the family business, but Emma declined, preferring to make her fortune herself. Emma left her family and joined the radical mutant group, the Hellfire Club. After spending a stint as the White Queen, she later defected to the X-Men to lead the team. The former White Queen of the Hellfire Club, Emma Frost is a powerful mutant telepath who can transform herself into organic diamond. She has become a prominent member of the X-Men. A gifted teacher, Emma is renowned for her beauty, wit, and revealing attire, as, well, most female characters in comics are. Number 2. Harley Quinn. Now, Harley Quinn was initially seen in Batman and later got a role in Suicide Squad. I'll be honest here, if you don't know who Harley Quinn is, you probably haven't seen popular media because she's been over-sexualized to death. Harley Quinn is a flamboyant supervillain and an adversary of Batman, usually recognized as the Joker's girlfriend, although she has had her own strong solo career. She was born Harleen Quinzel, and she had been working as a psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum, where she was assigned to the Joker and fell in love with him. This led to her adopting her own costume persona, adapting the word Harlequin to assist him escape and cause further mayhem. Typically, the relationship is displayed as one-sided passionate for Harley Quinn, and the Joker mostly uncaring, in most cases at least. Pretty much, it's continuously off and on, with Harley's best friend Poison Ivy constantly encouraging her to break up with him for good. However, Harley's love for the Joker eventually brings her back to his side, with the Joker himself demonstrating a keen need for her despite himself. Now, when not with the Joker, she has been working mostly on her own in Gotham City, sometimes teaming up with her other friends. Her special attributes include enhanced physiology due to chemical experimentation, giving her increased strength, agility, and durability. She has been a member of the Secret Society of Supervillains, the Secret Six, the Gotham City Sirens, the Suicide Squad, the Sinestro Corps, and the Green Lantern Corps. Harley Quinn was originally created by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm as a character in the DCAU. Her first appearance was in the ever-great Batman the Animated Series. The episode in particular was Joker's Favor in 1992. Several years later, her first appearance in regular continuity took place in the graphic novel Batman Harley Quinn in 1999. She also recently appeared in the released Suicide Squad movie, which, take it or leave it, it's okay. Number 3. Elle Driver. Elle Driver, also known as California Mountain Snake, is a villainess from Kill Bill. She's a part of Bill's Deadly Viper assassination squad. She has a distinctive eye patch after her eye was plucked out for being disrespectful. Ugh, that's terrifying. She was a vengeful and jealous woman, but she was sexy at the same time. Elle originally worked for Interpol and was sent on an assignment to apprehend Bill. Upon tracking him down, she soon fell in love with him despite his dating Beatrix. He offered her a job as an elite assassin and she accepted, just so she could be around him. Elle is the least sympathetic and seemingly the cruelest of the Deadly Vipers, killing for her own pleasure. However, she is able to recognize and respect skill as she does with Beatrix. She is also extremely ambitious as well as very protective of Bill, though she is not above using him to achieve her own ends. Number 4. Miho. Miho is a mute female assassin of Japanese descent in Frank Miller's Sin City series. Now, along with Gale, she serves as an enforcer and defender of Old Town. She is often referred to as Deadly Little Miho by Dwight McCarthy in his narrations. To date, she has appeared in 3 of the Sin City yarns. Nothing much is known about Miho's past except that 3 years before she was saved by Dwight McCarthy in an attack by Tong gangsters. As Dwight himself explains to Goldie and Wendy, 3 of the Tong who attacked Miho were dead by her hand, but the last 2 had her dead to rights, point-blank range. Because of this incident, she owes a life debt of honor to Dwight, and subsequently he is the only male character she has ever shown to have non-lethal interaction with. He's also one of the few characters she has ever actually taken orders from. It would appear they have some sort of friendship, as he is also the only character she has ever shown any physical affection towards. After Dwight is shot multiple times and he discovers Avalor has been manipulating him to commit murder, he flees to Old Town. He seeks refuge from Gale, and in order to gain the help of the girls of Old Town, he tells the story of saving Miho's life from Tong gangsters, as according to honor, the girls are obligated to help him in his plan for revenge. Miho is instrumental during the fight with Manute at Avalord's estate, stopping him from reaching Dwight and crucifying him through the arms with her twin swords. This leads Manute to have a great disdain for the Old Town girls. Number 5. Poison Ivy. Now, Poison Ivy was a former good-hearted botanist and scientist, but after a botched attempt by Dr. Jason Woodrow to kill her, Pamela Isley transformed into a crafty and seductive eco-terrorist who was half woman and half plant. Just as her name indicated, her exterior was as beautiful as ivy, but her interior was as deadly as poison. Pamela Isley was born in Washington, daughter of a wealthy family. She attended college in Seattle where she studied botany. Pamela fell in love with Marc Legrand, one of her teachers, and they started a relationship. Eventually, Pamela stole some special herbs from a local museum to help Legrand with some experiments, but he betrayed and poisoned her using the same herbs she had stolen from him. Now, Pamela did survive the poisoning, and as a result, she became invulnerable to all poisons. These events were known by the FBI, but they had Pamela's name wrongly recorded as Lillian Rose. During the crime, Pamela adopted the alias of Poison Ivy and appeared in public for the first time in Gotham City in order to challenge the most renowned criminals for the title of Public Enemy No. 1. And even then, she managed to outmatch them, but she was confronted by Batman and Robin. Using her charm, she almost escaped from them, but Batman recovered just in time to capture her and place her in prison. Later, Ivy attempted to escape prison using Batman as her enforcer, but her plan backfired and she was captured once again. She did eventually escape and join the Injustice Gang. Number 6. Baroness. The Baroness is a fictional character from the G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero toy line, but was originally appeared in the first issue of the G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero comic series by Marvel Comics in June 1982. The Baroness is a villainess associated with G.I. Joe's nemesis, Cobra. Baroness serves as Cobra's intelligence officer and lieutenant to Cobra Commander. With long black hair, black-rimmed glasses, and a black leather suit, Baroness is a dark, sensual femme fatale whose beauty is matched only in her ruthlessness and love for black. Seriously, that's a lot of black right there. In both comic and cartoon incarnations, as well as a 2009 live-action movie for the series, she has a romantic relationship with Destro. Although the character was not part of the initial G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero release in 1982, she did appear in G.I. Joe No. 1, published by Marvel Comics in June 1982, and was in fact the first character to cross over from the comics into the animated series and finally into the toy line. She made her debut as an action figure in the 1984 series, wearing a new uniform that was then carried back over to the comic and cartoon. Say what you will, but she's very influential in the G.I. Joe series. Number 7. Viper. Madame Viper, also known as Viper or Madame Hydra, is a villainess from the Marvel Comics and one of the leaders of the terrorist organization, Hydra. She's an enemy of Captain America, Spider-Woman, and the Avengers. Viper was a mutant that was invulnerable to all the toxins known to man, including, as she states, the toxin that is man himself. She also possesses snake abilities like a tongue producing venom and regenerating her skin. She's a skilled scientist and a skilled hand-to-hand combatant, managing to be a match for Yukio, though she ended up killed by her. It is also possible that she was a good spy, especially as she was asked to be discreet. She revealed this to Wolverine when he was asking for answers. Like a good spy, I guess. Number 8. Mystique. This next sexy, mysterious star is from the X-Men series. She's played by many women, but mainly and currently by Jennifer Lawrence. Now, Mystique's real name is Raven Darkholme, and if that isn't edgy enough, just wait till you hear more. Little is known about Mystique's past due to the fact that she can eliminate the outward signs of aging with her shape-changing power, and it's not known exactly how old she is. She apparently learned to use her shape-changing power at a very early age, for there is no evidence known to the public or the government that Raven Darkholme ever looked like anything but a normal human being. Now, ever since the X-Men changed the landscape of modern blockbusters in the summer of 2000, Mystique has become a household name. The sometimes good guy, sometimes bad guy, and usually somewhere in between shape-shifting mutant has gone from being a henchman of Magneto to a central character in the film franchise. Now, when Mystique was first introduced to the comic book universe, her powers had more or less the same limits as Marvel's alien race of shapeshifters, the Skrulls. She could change shape at will, but her mass had to remain more or less constant. She could not shrink down to the size of a baby or grow to the size of a giant or even the obese blob. Also, she could not copy a power set and had to remain in the shape of a human being. There were a few exceptions to this, notably when she was a member of the third incarnation of X-Factor, where she began to use her powers more offensively to grow bone-like protrusions in the form of spikes. She's also mimicked Angel's wings in order to fly, and I gotta say, that's actually pretty impressive. Number 9. Catwoman. Selina Kyle, also known as Catwoman, is a fictional character associated with DC Comics' Batman franchise. Currently portrayed as an orphan who learned to survive on Gotham City streets, Selina took to thievery to survive. What makes her different from other thieves is that she wanted to do it in style. She learned martial arts and trained extensively to perfect her skills in cat burglary. Her criminal activities are often tempered by a reluctant altruism, making her an inconsistent villain and an occasional ally to Batman. She does maintain a very complicated, adversarial relationship with Batman that frequently turns flirtatious and occasionally legitimately romantic. She's one of Batman's best-known loves and rivals. Number 10. Jennifer Check. Jennifer Check was a narcissistic high school flag girl who was sacrificed in a satanic ritual by the wannabe indie rock band Low Shoulder in exchange for success in the music business. And that plot's so backcrap insane, I don't really know what to think about it. Due to not being a virgin, Jennifer's body was possessed by a succubus. And the deeper I go, this gets weirder. In order to sustain her life and nourish her strength, Jennifer became a sexual predator and would seduce boys on the school's campus in order to feed on their flesh and blood. Jennifer had super speed, she could levitate, regenerate, and many more things. Who wrote her backstory? My god, man, that's weird. And that is our video for today, everybody. Tell me, do you know any more sexy villainesses? Have you seen any of these entries and appreciated them? Do you have any suggestions that didn't make the list? If so, make sure to let us know in the comments down below and like and subscribe for more great content if you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to press the bell icon to be notified when we upload another video and be sure to subscribe. With that said, I'm heading out and I'll see you all next video.